Mazel tov to everyone to finish Masechas Saita, starting Masechas Gittin, Demius Hashem. So Masechas Gittin, Perak Af, Mishnah Af. So first of all, quick introduction. So Gittin, when someone wants to give his wife a get, so he has to send, he has to give her a written get, and he has to give it to her. So we're going to see later on, doesn't mean it could be that he's allowed to send a messenger, or that he's allowed to, or put it in her domain. But that's the basic rules. Now, Masechas Gittin Perak Af Mishnah Af. Maybe get Medina Sayam. So over here, when we say Medina Sayam, which literally means overseas, we're talking about specifically outside of Eretz Yisrael, coming to Eretz Yisrael. So if someone sends from outside of Eretz Yisrael, he sends a messenger with a get for his wife in Eretz, who's in Eretz Yisrael. The messenger has to say, this get was written and signed in my presence, because what we're worried that outside of Eretz Yisrael, either that they don't know the halachas of Gittin properly, or that because then we have to check with all of the witnesses of the get. So then we're going to have to be taking these people back and forth from Eretz Yisrael to Chutz La'aretz, and it could be that it takes a long time. The Gemara says it takes a long time, so it's not very convenient. So if it's far away from Eretz Yisrael, then we're worried about it, basically. So he has to say that it was written and signed in his presence. Even if someone brings it from Herkam or Cheger, which are cities which are very close to Eretz Yisrael, so they still have to say that it was written and signed in front of me. Rabbi Eliezer says that even from Kfar Ludim, which is inside of Eretz Yisrael, and Lud, which is Kfar Ludim, which is right next to the border of Eretz Yisrael, and Lud, which is inside of Eretz Yisrael, even that he has to bring from Kfar Ludim to Lud, he starts to say that he saw it being written and signed. The Chum say that he only has to say that if he's bringing it from a faraway place, or if he is, or if he's bringing a get from Eretz Yisrael to somewhere outside of Eretz Yisrael. But maybe if he's bringing it from one country to another outside of Eretz Yisrael, he has to say that it was written and signed in front of him. Rabbi Gamliel says that even if you have, let's say, one city which is split in two, and there's two different leaders in that city, so even if he's taking from one to the other, he starts to say that. Mishnah Beis Rabbi Yehuda Omer Mirekem LeMizrach, from the city called Rekem, which is right outside of Eretz Yisrael, right on the eastern border. So from Rekem onwards, that's considered the east. That's considered Chutz La'aretz, from the eastern part of Eretz Yisrael. V'Rekem Kamizrach, and Rekem then is also considered as Chutz La'aretz. Mi Ashkelon Adam, the city of Ashkelon, and onwards is considered west. And V'Ashkelon Kedar, and Ashkelon is considered part of that west, meaning it's not part of Eretz Yisrael for Gittin. Mi Akai L'Tzafain, V'Akai Ketzafain, the city of Akai, and onwards is south. I think south. Yeah, south. And V'Akai Ketzafain, and onwards. And Akai is also considered part of it. Is not considered part of it. So Akai carried to Shal Gittin. B'Meir says, however, that Akai is actually considered part of Eretz Yisrael for Gittin, and those are today's Mishnayos.